Hello everyone and welcome to Mr. Simplifies Tutorials. In this tutorial we are looking at what the STP marketing model is and simplify it with examples and real life case studies. We all know that marketing is an important aspect of the functioning of any business of any size and any type. And marketing in successful organizations tends to be more than just generic brand messaging going across to all potential and existing customers. The key aspect of marketing is to find out who your customers are, how to target them, and how to position yourself to stand out from the competition. The STP marketing model does just this. In this tutorial, we are going to understand what the STP model is and look at examples to understand how it can be implemented. STP stands for segmentation, targeting, and positioning. In a nutshell, the STP marketing model means you segment your market to understand who to sell to, target select customer segments with marketing campaigns tailored to their preferences, and adjust your positioning according to their desires and expectations, or make it appealing to your target market. Let's put together an example to explain each step of the process. Let's assume that a company named Smart Car Co. is a new and second-hand car retailer looking to open 3 smaller showrooms around London. These are 3 new showrooms they are looking to open. They decided to use the STP model to understand what type of market to focus on for their newer stores. Let's start looking at each module of the STP model and put it in perspective for our example. Segmentation. Segmenting your marketing is essentially dividing your market into groups of people with common characteristics and needs. The main types or the basis of segmentation are geographic segmentation. This is simply dividing your audiences based on country, region, state, etc. Demographic segmentation. This is simply dividing your audiences based on factors like age, education level, occupation, gender, etc. Behavioral segmentation. This is dividing your audiences based on their behavior or their interaction with your business. This can include how long people spend on your website, how they buy from you, how often they click on your adverts, etc. Psychographic segmentation. This is dividing the market based on personality, lifestyles, values, hobbies, opinions, etc. Now, to find out more specifically about segmentation, I recommend that you check out our tutorial on marketing segmentation. The link will be in the description. Now, for our example company, Smart Car Co., they used marketing segmentation to divide their market into 3 primary segments. Let's assume segment X consisted of young professionals who are primarily interested in mid-level petrol or electric cars with fast pickups and moderate economy rates. Segment Y consisted of middle-aged professionals with families who are mostly interested in larger diesel or electric family cars that are also economical to run. Segment Z consisted of older professionals and retirees looking for larger but powerful luxury cars with classy interiors and mostly run by petrol. So these are the 3 segments that they identified. We can now move on to the next level, which is targeting. In this step, we need to decide which of the identified segments from the previous exercise are most profitable to sell to or actually generate the best return on investment. The main factors to consider here are, firstly, profitability. This is probably the most important factor. Here we look at which segments are willing to and are capable of spending the most amount of money on your product or service. One can either look at historic figures to identify which segment tends to contribute the most to high value sales or bottom line results, or if there are multiple good segments, one can analyze their customer lifetime values and conclude on the most valuable segment. Now, for further clarification on customer lifetime value or CLV, please check out the tutorial that we have on this topic. Now, the second factor is size and growth potential. Here, we look at the growth potential or the future business possibility of our segments. Size and growth potential can actually be clubbed together as they can be interdependent. If the target segment has promise, but if it's too small, for instance, it might not be worth targeting over larger markets. There could, however, be a segment which is small at the moment but has the potential to grow and generate more revenue for you in future. The third factor is reachability. Here, you look into how easy or difficult it is to reach this market that you're planning to target, or how difficult it is to sell to this market. There could be various factors that could affect your potential to sell to a market, including the competition in the market and barriers like legal, technological, or social barriers. One of the ways to gauge reach is to run a PESTEL analysis on specific segments. PESTEL analysis has once again been covered in this channel, so you can check that tutorial out as well. Now let's put all of this in perspective for our example. Now, based on Smart Car Co.'s analysis on market location, which is London, the following was reported. Segment X is a growing market with an annual profit potential of £20 million, but with moderate competitive barriers. Segment Y is a stable market with an annual profit potential of £12 million. Segment Z is a growing market with an annual profit potential of £18 million, but with major competitive barriers in play. Based on their analysis, Smart Car Co. has decided to focus on Segment X for their campaign, which is to open new showrooms. Now let's look into the last step, which is positioning. However good your selected segment is, there will always be some competitive forces in play. In this final step, you work towards positioning your product or service to stand out from the competition. Here are some of the positioning types to consider. Functional positioning. This is a position you adapt to let your customers know that your product or service can solve a problem they could be facing. Understanding the potential problems or bottlenecks faced by customers really helps here. Everyone in this day and age wants to make their lives simpler or save time or some other resource. So you want to try and position yourself to do just that. Symbolic positioning. This is where you try and cater to the ego or the self-image of the customers. Some products or services are seen as a reflection of people's status. It can therefore be beneficial to position yourself as a brand that defines or enhances the perceptions of the society towards individuals. Emotional positioning. Now, this is where you highlight the emotional connection people might have with your brand. Reliability, stability, and recognition are some of the words usually associated with this type of positioning. These are positionings that you consider to pitch yourself in a certain way to your customers to make your product stand out. Some positions are more suitable for some segments over others, but a good campaign is usually a combination of all of the above with a specific focus on one type. For example, Smart Car Co. has decided to target Segment X, which consists of young professionals who could be looking for their first car to drive on the busy streets of London, right? So they decided to position themselves as a compact, fuel-efficient and eco-friendly brand, also elaborating on their reliability. So this is the STP model in play for our example. Now let's look at a real-life case study to simplify it further. Case study that we're considering is of Nike. As we know, Nike is a multinational company producing sportswear and equipment. Considering its massive portfolio of products, below is how the STP model is in use at Nike. Segmentation. In terms of segmentation, Nike uses various types including demographic, psychographic, behavioral, and socio-economic segmentation. A specific example of segmentation is Nike using demographic segmentation to target specific age groups to ensure a loyal customer base is built before specific events like, say, football World Cups. Another example is Nike targeting gym and fitness enthusiasts through psychographic segmentation. Targeting. Nike is renowned for sponsoring athletes and fitness enthusiasts to ensure that their messaging resonates with their target segments. A good example of Nike's targeting is the development of dedicated female sport line to cater to their target demographics, which are females. Positioning. In terms of positioning, Nike positions itself as an ambitious and victorious company through the use of its renowned logo and the tagline, "Just Do It." Their promotional activities and endorsements of athletes helps in connecting the achievements of the athletes to their brand and their products. Now, it's time for the discussion point of this tutorial. McDonald's is another multinational brand that has established as a recognized brand the world over, as we all know. Whenever you go out on a holiday to a remote location, spotting a McDonald's gives people a sense of familiarity and puts people at ease. We've all seen McDonald's having different menus in different parts of the world, different menus for different age groups as well. What, in your opinion, would be examples of the ways in which McDonald's segments their market, targets them, and positions itself to cater to them? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for your attendance, as always, to this tutorial as well. And if you like the content in this channel, please do support this channel by sharing the content here, by liking this video and checking other videos out and liking them as well, subscribing. Once again, thank you very much, and I hope you take very good care of your own self. Thank you. Bye-bye.